All right, folks, as I mentioned earlier, we have Dave Shuey here from Colorado Adventures, and or Colorado Adventure Guides, sorry.
Yeah.
Now, Dave, thank you so much for joining me this morning. How are you doing?
Doing well, thanks for having me.
Good, yeah. It's great to have people kind of come visit me and talk to me on the set.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are from Colorado Adventure Guides. So just what is Colorado Adventure Guides and what do you do?
Yeah, basically we're a mountain guide service based out of Breckenridge. We service majority of Summit County. So we basically do backcountry services in terms of, it kind of varies by season.
Okay.
Right now we do backcountry skiing and splitboarding, as well as snowshoeing, Nordic skiing. Big thing for us is we do avalanche education. So we do 3 different versions of avalanche safety courses to get people aware about that.
Yeah, so important, so important.
It is.
Yeah.
Especially if you're trying to get out on your own eventually,
Yeah,
which most people do.
Yeah.
And then in the summer, we transition to all our dryland activities. So we do rock climbing's big with us, mountain biking, peak ascents, more hiking style. So we could do 14ers, 13ers, as well as like an alpine lake tour. If that's something you're into. Yeah.
So year-round adventures.
Exactly, yeah.
Now, why is it so important for, or why would somebody want to hire a guide to begin with?
It's a question we get a lot. Kind of varies by activity again. For example, for winter, backcountry skiing. A lot of people, they have the gear, they know how to ascend, how to ski down. Why would they want a guide? I'd say a big reason is kind of the risk versus reward factor. As a guide, you're really trained in getting the most fun out of an activity while kind of taking the risk and putting it in the right spot. Avalanches are a big one. We know how to study the snowpack, know where it's safe to go. But then on the other hand, we also know where the fun snow is.
Yeah.
So, a low season like this, some people think, oh, you must have had a hard time. But if you know where to go, if you know the right spots, we just take you to all our favorite places to ski. So
yeah, that's definitely a bonus.
Yeah, things the average person might not know.
So even if you have a little bit of knowledge, maybe you're new to this area, having a guide is a definite advantage because again, you know where to go.
Definitely.
Now, so what really sets Colorado Adventure Guides apart from other sorts of tour guide services? What would you say that would be?
I think a lot of tours up here don't give you enough credit. I think they do a lot of more motorized activities. You can go snowmobiling. In the summer, they'll take you ATVing, horseback riding, all fun things. But to me, it's that human-powered aspect that we do that you earn getting out there. You earn your turns for skiing. If you're out there rock climbing, if you're out there hiking to a 14er, it puts you in a place that you'll more likely remember it in the future.
Yeah.
You got yourself out there into nature instead of, you hit the little throttle button and you're off.
Yeah.
I think our human-powered adventures are kind of what get us going and separate us from others.
I can see how that would also create a sense of empowerment and confidence in people.
Absolutely.
As well. Now, the various adventures, are they for people with like intermediate to advanced levels of experience? What about like beginners that have never set foot in backcountry or maybe never rock climbed before? Like, what's the experience levels that are appropriate for your tours?
Both, for one.
Okay.
We definitely take a lot of beginners out. So especially, let's take rock climbing. A lot of beginners, a lot of families. It's their first time out. They're looking for a fun day. They just want to go do some top roping, check out an area, do a little climbing. On the other hand, we have set up a curriculum of courses. So if you want to take your skills, so you've been top roping, you've maybe even been leading in a gym, but you want to learn how to set your own anchors, learn how to lead safely. A big one we offer is self-rescue. So if you're out there climbing on your own and you get into a jam, how do you get yourself out of that without having to, call in the authorities?
That sounds like a really good one because being out there in a jam by yourself, the whole fear factor and stress can kick in.
Yeah. So I'd say a big range.
Yeah.
We could take you from being beginner, if you kind of go through our curriculum, you could be a beginner at the start and we'll take you through to leading your routes, learning how to self-rescue, all sorts of things.
Now, what about a party, whether it's a party of friends or a family, that has mixed levels of experience, like the beginner as well as the advanced?
Yeah. So for rock climbing, again, the beauty of it is typically you'll have, you know, a crag there. You'll have some easy routes right here on the left, and some much challenging, more routes on the right or on the backside or something like that. So even in a one zone, 100 feet from each other, you can really kind of push the difficulty or keep it easy and get people excited, all within that one spot. So it's usually pretty easy to handle.
Yeah, and I can imagine everybody, regardless of their level, can be challenged, but then still everyone is still kind of socializing and hanging out together.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, yeah. Even with friends going out there, it's the same idea.
Yeah. Is there anything else to touch base on in regards to the summer rock climbing guides? I imagine you're probably starting to book some of those adventures now.
Yeah, so we're putting our dates together for our courses is a big one. We have pretty much open availability if you just want to hire a guide, whether that's just for a day of top roping or even a more customized day. You know, if you want to hire a guide to teach you how to anchor build. We had a customer last year looking to get out on his own. He has climbing skills, he has some experience, but wants to learn how to set up anchors on his own to be safe. So that's something we can just hire for that day and that activity.
And now, how far in advance do people need to make bookings?
Yeah, last week we had somebody book for the end of September.
Okay.
Otherwise, we have people book day before, a couple days before.
So someone could maybe call today to book an adventure for backcountry later on this week, maybe.
Yep. Whatever activity that'd be, we could do winter activities now. You can book for summer if you plan on making a trip back here in a few months. Yeah.
Okay, so now what's the best way to find out more and to, basically make a booking? What's the best way of contacting you?
Website's the best.
Okay.
ColoradoAdventureGuides.com. We are also on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook's a good way too. If you kind of follow that, we'll give out little ideas. We will announce our course dates for rock climbing, mountain biking, all those kinds of things as we get closer. So it's a good one to follow.
Okay,
yeah.
Sounds good. Well, thank you, Dave, so much for, coming in and enlightening us of, all that the Colorado Adventure Guides has to offer and, kind of letting people know of some activities that they could possibly book this week through you guys.
Yeah.
So, again, thanks for coming in.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.